Good morning, traders. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar, my analysis for the last day of the first quarter in 2021 and the rest of the week. My name is Chris Forsick from Elite Currency. So euro dollar, we said on Monday we're looking for a break below this triple bottom here for continuation down to 117.30, 117.00. That indeed what happened, and as you can see, the continuation down to the round psychological quarter level. Wiz 8 as well on the 4-hour chart, and as far as Wiz 7 here on the hourly chart. So good extension, and after the break you can see that price making a slight pullback to the 21 EMA with a nice follow through all the way down to 117, and we're seeing a strong reaction and support at 117. 117.04 seems to be the exact turning spot with strong bullish price action, strong bullish 1-hour candles, 3 of them in a row. So I think that's already a confirmation of a first bounce at that target zone. So yeah, I think the things played out as expected. Upon the break, we got the continuation lower and we got the reaction at the support zone that we expected. 4-hour chart is showing bullish engulfing twins, as you can see, very strong bullish candlestick pattern. So I think that could complete the 5 waves. We mentioned that we're looking for a bounce up because of the zigzag pattern. Here we had 5 waves, then an ABC. So that was probably wave A, this was probably wave B, and then a 5-wave down for C there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. So let's see if this particular pattern is happening. But so far, the push lower and the push up, the bounce up, indeed taking place. And I suspect that this is confirming the wave 5 of C as we expected. And we had this fib on the chart, and we were talking about the 38.2 fib being important. And you can see maybe why price is reacting as it is, hitting the 38.2 fib right there, right now. So what next? Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. I think that there could be an immediate follow through, to be honest. Price has already broken above the 143 EMA. It's now challenging the 233 EMA. If it makes a slight pullback into the 20-minute EMA and the 50-minute chart, I think that could be a good bouncing spot for follow through to the upside. On the hourly chart, price is likely to reach, I think, as far as the minus 161.8 target. It could difficult. I'm not sure if it's going to make a retracement or just immediately break. I'm open to both scenarios. What I don't think is that it will break below 117.04. If it does that, that invalidates my bullish kind of scenario. So it could, if it does make a pullback into the 50 fib, of course that's a nice discount, and I think it will make out its way up to the minus 61.8 target, make a flag there probably, and then head towards the minus 61.8 target. All in all, though, just deleted the euro dollar there. There we go. All in all, I wanted to say is that the price could go way further. 118.50 is where we have the minus 2618 target and the 23.6 fib of the entire down move. I think that could be a realistic target, and could even go further to the 38 and 119.50. So I definitely think there's some good space possible to the upside. Once again, I think that this support, this bottom basically, should not be broken. So my stop loss would go below that, certainly. And if it hits that, then it invalidates my my trade, and also, or makes the trade a loss in that case, and invalidates my setup. If it makes a dip, that's just a better discount. Or if it breaks immediately, there might be some kind of flag pattern here at the minus 100, minus 61.8 target, or maybe some kind of correction and then up, right? Any pullback, I think, if my analysis is correct, should find support and make a continuation higher towards these deeper fibs. Okay, so any pattern, bull flag pattern or correction, should be a higher low and should follow through to at least 118.50. That's my view. Let's see if that happens. And another way of looking at it would be to wait for today's daily candle to confirm any kind of strong bullish close. So of course, if today's daily candle closes near the high, that indicates that the bulls are in control and have reversed the downtrend back into a potential reversal back up. So that could be another signal, and then tomorrow we might, or the day after, we might see some retracement of that candle and then a move up, I suspect. So let's see if my bullish stance is correct. That's what I'm expecting now. That's my 2 cents. And if it does break below 117, then something else is going on, and we're in a way deeper downtrend than I suspect right now. All right, pound USD. I said, yeah, we're going to be careful with this particular spot because of the fact that 5 waves could be completed, and if it turns around, it could easily make an ABC down, which is why I wanted to see a bull flag pattern, and it never happened. What in fact happened was some small pushes up, a bit of a rising wedge, impulse down, and then a break below the 20 MA with some strong continuation lower. So we never had a kind of a bull flag pattern to indicate that, and a break of that flag to indicate upside. And I think that if you look at price action on the hourly chart, certainly these bearish engulfing twins, here, a warning signal, and then certainly 3 bearish candles in a row like that, the start of bearish momentum. So in that case, typical for wave A, not a bull flag pattern, and therefore likely that the wave 5 was completed. That was what I was trying to explain on Monday. Now you can see, it's easier to see that after the fact what I meant on Monday. This is how that looks like. This is how you can recognize that the wave 5 is over. Either here, an early signal with the engulfing twins, maybe even the wick here and the wick here as well. But the lack of flag is really the main thing, and specifically these 3 candles in a row as well. So that was the A. Then we got a B and a C, and we got a bounce. We got the bounce back up as expected as well at deep fib, 78.6 fib. We got a bounce, pullback, a higher low, and now a continuation breakout. So continuation breakout is already ongoing. That's why hopefully you saw the video on Monday and you were prepared that an ABC pattern could take place. The Fibonacci retracement levels could be a bouncing spot for a larger A, B, C up, and you were maybe prepared for taking the 78 or taking the higher low or taking the breakout here. Any of those are possible. Now there could be a continuation breakout possible if this analysis is correct. Any flag pattern back into 137.50, 137.60 could be good for continuation higher. I personally would wait for a retracement or wait for this hourly candle to be very strong. If it is very strong, I mean preferably at least, closing above 138 at the very least. If it does that, let's see. Yeah, 23, well, preferably even above 138.05. If it does that, I think we're looking at a strong momentum right here, right now. And in that case, I think that there could be maybe a minor pullback to the 23.38. It's not even needed. It could just immediately follow through. One of the 2 scenarios for push up to 138.60, 138.90, but even as far as 139.50 and 139.70. But those higher targets could occur later. For instance, there could be something like this, flag, and then a follow through like that. So here too I'm bullish as long as price stays above 137.16 in my view. We're still in bullish territory, and ultimately this could go up as far as 139 or 139.50 more likely. And let's put the counter trend fib here. 23.6 fib is already broken, so 38 and 50 fib nicely lining up at 138.90 and 139.50. So those are the 2 main targets, as you can see. So we could see a follow through like that, flag, and then a continuation higher. And this level could be a bigger bouncing spot, so we got to be careful for that. Doesn't have to be, but could. Bulls could extend it further to the 61 golden fib and round 140 level, 140.25-ish. That too could again be a strong bouncing spot. So, but for the moment, bulls in control and looking for a bigger kind of push up within a wave B, and that wave B could go deep, even up to here. But I wouldn't expect that in one shot. Most likely, we'll probably see an ABC up like this, then maybe a correction, and then a push up. All right, so plenty of space to the upside, I think, for the moment. Once again, to recap, I'm looking for a strong 1 hourly candle this hour to confirm more upside. If it doesn't, then I expect a pullback into the 21 MA and then a bounce. And eventually, after it hits this zone here at 138.85, 138.90, I expect a bull flag and then a follow through to the upside. All right, so let's get rid of this fib. There we go. Yes, pull back a bit deeper to 137.60 or 137.50, or if it hits 138, closes 138.05, then a shallower pullback to 137.84, 137.10, or an immediate breakthrough, depending on what kind of hourly candle we get this hour. That's my. But in both scenarios, all three scenarios, upside price should not break through this bottom in my view. Flag pattern here and a continuation higher. That's it. That's my vision. I have no idea. Market will do what it will do, and of course, I have no idea if this will be correct. But that's my vision now. That's how my trading plan ideas, and time will tell. And of course, I'll keep updating my main analysis as we get more price action, more candles. I will adjust if needed, and reshare my new analysis on Monday as usual. Tomorrow we got a live webinar taking a look at the results in March. So that's the 1st of April. And hope to see you in that live webinar with Elite Currency. And of course, wish you all great trading. Cheers.